All right, well, welcome to class. Welcome to my home office. This is where I do a lot of online teaching, and I've already got cameras and stuff set up for, face-to-face meetings online, those kinds of things. This is where I do a bunch of my work. I've been working online for quite a while, so I hope this goes okay. As a ceramics class, I'm hoping I'm going to give you stuff that's useful. Obviously, we're not going to be working with clay until this closure thing is over, but welcome anyways. You'll notice that in the background over here, right here, you'll notice that I've got some stuff in the background there. This is actually just one of my hobbies. I like to deal with, three-dimensional stuff, being ceramicist, sculpture, and that kind of thing. Well, these are 3D printers, so that's just one of my hobbies that I do. So don't let those distract you or freak you out or anything. They're just 3D printers. I would remove them from the background, except they're kind of built into the wall. So that would be really difficult. So just kind of ignore those. They'll be back there. This is my video stream for actually doing the online stuff, the computer stuff where I can actually show you my screen and talk at the same time. So there you have it. For this class, we will be working hopefully with some ceramic concepts. You'll notice that in Canvas, which is where the class is going to be run, my disclosure is already in there. It's actually my regular Valley disclosure. I did not rewrite it for the closure at all because I'm hoping we're going to get back in school, and I really didn't want to have to redo the disclosure to change venues. But you will notice in the disclosure there's stuff like attendance and all that kind of stuff, a bunch of stuff you're probably just going to have to ignore. But I wanted everybody to have a copy of the disclosure for two reasons. I wanted people to have a chance to check in, so I know that people are working in Canvas and they know what's going on. So go into Canvas, check out the disclosure, answer. There's two questions there, get you some points and get you a little check-in, so I know that everybody's, in and running. Okay, and it's pretty simple. Obviously, ignore the stuff about attendance. That doesn't make any sense. But the grade scale and the class description and that kind of stuff, things that hopefully we'll be able to look at. That's all in the disclosure there. So keep that in mind. It is the regular school disclosure, not a disclosure rewritten for the closure itself. This quarter in ceramics, for the closure, we're going to be working on some ceramics basics. Now, I know some of you have been in my ceramics class for a while and you've been working with a lot of clay and that kind of thing. And I really wish we could do that. But in talking with the principal and with the district office people, it really isn't possible to get everybody the supplies that they need. Plus, since there are two ceramics classes at Valley, we really don't have enough of the tools and everything to send it all home with students. So I got some ideas. I got some stuff we're going to do. We're going to mess with a bunch of ceramics knowledge, visual experiences. We're going to analyze some stuff. And I actually have got a couple of sculpture ideas that you can do at home that aren't necessarily ceramics, but they do keep us in the three-dimensional zone where we can work with stuff in 3 dimensions and do some sculpting and that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. I'm building those assignments in Canvas as we speak. So as you're watching this, I'm probably still building things there. Any of the online software we're going to be using is probably stuff you'd be using with any of your other classes. Obviously, we're going to be using Canvas and we're going to be using Google Docs. Everything that I've done for all of my classes, I've made sure that it works on a Chromebook, and obviously it will work on any other machine like a desktop or a laptop that you can access Canvas through. So everything that we are going to be doing is going to be happening in Canvas. Now, when you're in Canvas, there's really three parts of Canvas that we need to be aware of. The first one is the assignments page. Sometimes they call it the assignments tab. So in Canvas, it's not like a tab up at the top like you'd see in your normal tabs, but it's down the left-hand side of your screen. That's the left for you. It's probably the right. Left is probably over here, but that's okay. On the Canvas on the left-hand side, it should be a link that says assignments after you go into our class, which will say ceramics, Grimshaw, whatever, and then you go into assignments, then it'll bring up an assignment screen. I'm going to put everything there. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's an assignment, a quiz, or a test, or whatever. It's all going to end up in an assignment screen. Once you get there, you'll see it. It's got a group for assignments, a group for quizzes, a group for tests. I don't know that we're going to use all of those different groups. I just had to set it up that way so that Canvas would sync properly with Skyward. Okay. Everything that's done in Canvas that's submitted to Canvas will be graded in Canvas, and then just the scores will automatically sync to Skyward. Sometimes Canvas calls this the SIS, which stands for Student Information System. That's just a generic term that they use to mean Skyward. Okay. Please remember that the Skyward grade is official, not the grade in Canvas, because Canvas has its own grade book. But when your grade is put on your report card, that official grade comes from Skyward. So keep that in mind. The second part I want people to know about, besides the assignments, is I want people to be checking in on the discussions. That's along the left-hand side as well. Okay, there's a discussion link over there that brings you to a discussion sheet with, I'll probably have a couple of threads going in there. The discussions are for if you have a question or something to say, or you want to talk about an assignment, or you want to do anything like that. You can't actually put questions in the assignment sheets themselves. So you have to go put them somewhere else. So if it is a public question that everybody would want to know about and doesn't have any private information in it, you would then go find a discussion to put that in, and I'll be monitoring those regularly. So, however, if you have a question that involves private information, like you want to talk about your grade or a score or any of that kind of stuff, that's all considered private information. Then the third part of Canvas you need to know about is the inbox. Okay, that's where you could send me an actual message that's just private between you and me. Now, I am still receiving emails. You could send me an email, but this is what I'm asking. Keep it in Canvas if you can. Use that inbox. I am currently, because of this closure, receiving hundreds of emails a day. I am getting stuff from the administration, from other teachers, from the district, from the state, and all kinds of vendors across the country that are trying to get in on this and help us out with this distance education that we're trying to do. So if you want your stuff to be all consolidated in a place where you know I can find it, try to keep it in Canvas. If you don't have access to Canvas and you really need to ask me a question just through your phone or whatever, then you can send me an email. I can't guarantee that I'll get back to it quickly, though. My phone is just going off the hook. So best place for private messages is the Canvas inbox. Best place to ask questions about an assignment that isn't a private question, but other people might want to know about, is in the Canvas discussions. And all of the assignments that we're doing here are going to be under assignments. Okay, do your best to keep things in Canvas. For our workload and stuff, I'm going to try to give anything that I need you to have a document for is going to be a Google Doc, because those work on a Chromebook. If I give you a Google Doc that you need to fill out and turn back in, it will not let you edit the original. Okay, know that it will not let you edit the original. That's just a blank copy for you. All right, to get it to edit, you've got to go to File, make a copy, and give it a name. For names, it's important to keep them straight, which means I need a two-part file name from everybody. I need part of the file name to tell me what the assignment is. For instance, right here, this may be a health and wellness infographic, which may or may not be for this class. But the second part of that is the student's name. The most important part of the student's name, and we've already had trouble with this, is the last name. You've got to remember that all of my systems, Canvas, Skyward, everywhere, list students by last name. If I don't have a last name, I might not be able to find you. Everybody is all crammed together in Canvas. It's not even by class in Canvas. So the last name becomes very, very important. It is time for you to start communicating like an adult, especially if you use a nickname or a middle name or something like that that I may not even have access to. If you do not put a last name, do not get mad at me when I can't figure out where you are and get you the points you deserve. I'm probably going to be asking between 1 or maybe 2 assignments per week, probably closer to 1 for ceramics. Okay, so we're looking at 3 or 4 assignments maybe before we get back into school. Hopefully, if we can get off this closure. Don't know what's going to happen. Everybody's reevaluating almost every day, so we don't know where it's going to go. You could do the assignments in order, or you can skip around. I don't really care. Get things done when you can. Get them turned in to Canvas. That means you would go into the assignment and do the submit grade, and then if you've got to put a link there to something we're doing, or if you've got to put a document in there, or maybe you're just typing in there, whatever, go to Canvas, submit assignment, give me the information you need, and submit, and then that will be good. Okay. I'm trying to get every assignment that I give to have a video to help, so people don't have to do a whole ton of reading. You can just listen to me. You're probably going to get tired of hearing my voice, but that's okay too. This is a very strange circumstance, and we just have to deal with it. One of the best ways students have found, if there is a video and computer work that has to happen at the same time, a lot of students will navigate to the video on their phone, and then we'll do whatever work that I'm asking them to do in the video on an actual computer or a Chromebook or whatever you have. So that's a pretty good idea, especially if you already have headphones for your cell phone. That way you're not going to be disturbing your other, siblings that are doing online classes, or your parents are trying to watch TV, or whatever it is they're doing for their part of this, close down of normalcy. I don't know what else to say about that. Welcome to class. Welcome to my home office. If you have any questions about anything, shoot them into that inbox, and or find a discussion that you can add it to. Be watching for assignments. They're coming. I'm not 100% ready to go, so I'll probably only have 1 or 2 assignments in Canvas as you are watching this. So there you have it. Welcome to class. It's going to be great. We'll see you in class.